Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles and great millstone. And Barakatham to all you brothers that's out here serving in this truth and in this faith with sincerity. And I wanted to expound on the lesson I just gave and about how America is going to be destroyed and how the prophets are basically hastening that day. How these things that we're seeing right now are actually happening and how the scriptures are going to manifest themselves, all right? And this is Jeremiah 29 verses 11 through 14. And for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you, and ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart, with all your mind. And I will be found of you, saith Yahweh, and I will turn away your captivity. He will turn away, because we're in captivity right now, right here in Babylon the Great. Right here in America, we're in captivity. And I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places where I have driven you, saith Yahweh, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. And we will carry it away captive over here in America on slave ships, being here in America. And he will gather us up from all the nations where he has driven us, right? That means from the far corners of the earth, he's going to come. And how is he going to come? With them UFOs. Well, with them so-called UFOs that you people know of UFOs. Those are the chariots of Israel. Okay? And so I'm going to go ahead into Wisdom of Solomon and the Apocrypha. And this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled and terrified. Salakia. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. Because they will never expect, not in their lifetime, that in their minds they will see a UFO. But at that same time, they would see a UFO when nuclear missiles were bearing down on them. When nuclear missiles were about to destroy America. And at that same time, so-called UFOs would come and only save the elect, though, while they be destroyed. And they're going to be amazed at that strangeness. And so I'm about to go back. And this is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. And what sinful kingdom is it talking about? America, Babylon the Great. And I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. And how will he not utterly destroy the house of Jacob? Because he will save the elect, the 144,000, by the chariots of Israel, by those so-called UFOs, is how the elect will be saved. And everything is biblical. Everything is in the Bible. But you just have to have eyes to see and ears to hear. You have to have that spirit of faith. And this is 2 Peter chapter 3. And I'm going to start from verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that they should perish, but that all should come to recompense. Meaning that like, as you've been living, they thought that this so-called Jesus was going to come in their lifetime, but then it didn't happen. But then he was supposed to come again, and then he didn't come again. But they wasn't in the scriptures, because who the hell is Jesus? That's not, you see, the rightful name of the ones you know as God. His name is Yahweh, and his son, his only begotten son, his name that you know as Jesus is Yahweh Shai. And they were Israelite men for the so-called black men, because the so-called black, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Haitians are all Israelite men. So how the hell is the devil, you so-called white people, gonna tell you when someone coming, when Jesus is coming? Come on, now that shit don't make sense. But this is verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And the heavens gonna pass away with a great noise. That's gonna be them nuclear missiles, them ICBM missiles. That's gonna be that great noise, and it's gonna destroy America. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works shall therein be burned up. Meaning nothing gonna be left over here in America. And this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day cometh shall burn them up. Again, ICBM missiles, nuclear thermal holocaust, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Nothing. And this is Revelation 17, verse 16. And this basically represents America's own allies turning against her to join China and Russia in shooting nuclear missiles over here to destroy this place. And you can see this in the news right now today on CNN, with these different sanctions that America's placing on NATO members in its own alliance. You can see this today. You can see this trade war bubbling up with China. And they're about to go do some war games in I believe the South China Sea, coming in the next few weeks. I believe it's supposed to take place in November, just next month. That's right around the corner. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast these shall hate the whore. And if you go into the words horns, which means powers, and the 10 horns basically represents NATO. Okay? The 10 powers which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. And the whore is of Babylon the Great, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And how you think that's going to come to happen? With nuclear missiles. And it's going to be televised. The nuclear destruction of America and the salvation of the Israelites will be televised. And once that happens, then the kingdom of Israel will be set up again, because you Edomites are going back into slavery. You're going into slavery along with all you other nations, but mainly Esau. And then after that 10,000 period of your slavery is up, you're going to be burned up off the earth, never to come back. And that's all I want to go into. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to double honors to the elders, the apostles, and great millstone, and shalom to the hopefully elect.